Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He's going to let this one go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, Fitzpatrick.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Working with a 2nd and 3. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for him. Why? That he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission. Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Second down and 3.
Check 4. 52 and 56.
Once more, Gibson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw. Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Jones on 1st and 10. He targets Ingram for another grab. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Let's go. 60 bison. 52 to Mark.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the return will stop right around the 25. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on E! A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jones now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go.